You're listening to the Geek Awakens, where the talk is geekier than refusing to speak to someone because they have not yet seen X-Men Apocalypse. And here he is, the host himself. It's Mitch.
I just want the record to state that I am the one who has not seen X-Men Apocalypse, and Tabitha is the one who is refusing to speak to me.
Okay.
So you may have to be the middleman.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. If I need to do that, I will definitely do so. Also joining us is Matt.
Hello.
How's Matt today?
I'm doing
Good.
It's been a busy week. It's going to be a
understand.
busy weekend.
Yep, we've all been there.
Yeah.
And then last and definitely not least, it's Tabby Two Shoes.
I'm going to regret this.
Yeah, you
for
are.
the rest of my life.
So, Tabitha,
Can we post a picture on the video?
I will not be doing
Absolutely cannot.
I will
If
not
you
be
value your lives,
I
and
will
the
not be
lives
doing
of your
anything
loved
just
ones.
yet.
Not yet.
But I'm going to keep that one in my back pocket or my side pocket as it were. So you are refusing to speak to Mitch.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm always refusing to speak to Mitch.
that's fair. Now,
That hurts my feelings.
I feel like I broke my silence to Mitch.
Yeah, like less than 24 hours, but still, I wanted to.
I figured we should probably hash this out pretty quick.
Yeah,
I just,
I'm working on it.
it's okay.
I mean, I have not yet seen Apocalypse either.
Well,
But
now I can only talk to Matt, so this is going to get real
But
awkward.
Mitch hasn't seen First Class or Days of Future Past either.
True.
You're fired.
Matt, have you seen Apocalypse?
Yes.
Okay. I was hoping you were going to say no, and I'm like, well,
I'm just going to sit here alone in
Talk
my
to yourself.
principles and talk to myself. Only address myself.
Well,
what do we got? What do we got, Mitch?
we got a lot to talk about. First thing is actually something that Us Magazine of all places, I guess, broke the story or whatever, even if it is a story. But they said that at the MCM Comic Con in London, there was a Big Bang Theory panel, and Kunal Nayyar, who plays Raj, I think, is that his name on the show? Yeah. Basically saying that after next season, their contracts are up, and it's kind of up in the air as to whether or not the show is going to keep going after that.
Huh. Well, that would be unfortunate.
Would it, though?
I'm not going to shed any tears over
No.
that one.
No.
The first few seasons, in my opinion, were pretty good, but after that, it just kind of got to be the same joke over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Sure.
But, I mean, I guess it's... Well, one thing in that article that really shocked me, Kunal, he was, in 2015, was the third highest paid television actor.
That seems crazy.
That does seem crazy.
And very unfair.
Yeah.
But, like, who were 1 and 2?
You would
I
ask
got
that question
nothing.
right now.
Well, I guess it was maybe more rhetorical. But, I mean, you know, you think if anybody on that show is going to be in the top 3, it's got to be Jim Parsons.
Yeah. I mean, what else is on that's run long enough to justify high pay?
Possibly Castle.
Which is
That
not
was
a
only
thing anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
That was
we're
only
not gonna talk
like
about
8
that.
seasons or 7 seasons.
But
I don't know.
anyway, so I mean that's, and you know, and these things happen all the time. So I mean, I'm sure that until somebody on that show has a Charlie Sheen-esque blow up, that show's just going to keep going.
The only good news is that if it does end, I might be able to catch up or start.
You're really not missing much.
You're really not.
Yeah.
So it looks like I Googled it because out of curiosity. You were correct. Number 1 was Jim Parsons. And it looks like someone on the Modern Family cast is
Really?
number 2.
Ed O'Neill, maybe?
No.
Really?
Jesse Tyler Ferguson?
Oh, okay.
It looks like, I don't know, this article, I don't like Forbes. They don't believe in the Oxford comma.
You already just started speaking to me again. I won't say anything.
Good job.
So anyway, in another little bit of well, it's not official yet, but Marvel is looking to cast Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
I support this wholeheartedly.
I'm alright with that.
I don't honestly know who she is. It's probably sacrilege, but
She has been in, let's see, Room 21. Room 21 Jump Street. Those are two different things.
Room 21 Jump Street. I don't want to watch that movie.
Let's see. The Spectacular Now, United States of Terra. She was in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Who was she?
She was the... Oh my god, who was she? We just had this conversation the other day. I can't remember.
But anyway, Brie Larson, like, I know that I should know who she is, and I know that she's popular, but, like, she could walk in right now, and I'd be like, who is this?
you are, yeah. I feel the same way, but I haven't seen any of the movies you listed, so
You haven't even
Room
seen...
21 Jump Street?
no.
You know, 21 Jump Street was surprisingly good. Did you ever see it?
Yes.
I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean,
Fair.
you know, a stupid comedy.
Room was excellent. It blew me away. Like she did such a good job in that role. She was fantastic.
Well, I hope so. She won an Academy Award for it, didn't she?
She played
did.
Envy Adams in Scott Pilgrim.
I think she was one
Oh,
of
okay. That was the singer, wasn't it?
right?
Yeah. That's such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I really... And to go off on a complete tangent.
Yeah, I looked up the picture last night just so I could see who she was. And I mean, she looks like she could play Captain Marvel. But like I said, I haven't seen anything she's in, so acting wise, I don't know.
And plus, like, I don't know enough about Captain Marvel to be like, oh, yeah, I can see her as that.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's like Robert Downey Jr. cast as Iron Man. Oh, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, that was hit the nail
You
on
know?
the head kind of casting.
Indeed.
But yeah, so I mean, you know, they're trying to, the goal is to get Captain Marvel introduced into the MCU before her movie, which doesn't come out until 2019. So, right.
What I was reading said that it might make sense to introduce her in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which does make some sense with the ties that they have with the Nova Corps.
True.
And what little I know of Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel's connection to Nova Corps as well.
Yeah.
But
The article that I read said that she might show up in Infinity War.
that would make sense too.
Yeah. So.
But Infinity War is going to be after Guardians 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not really Infinity War anymore.
What?
They changed the name.
Well, it's
What's
Not yet.
What did they change the name to?
They haven't
don't know
decided
yet.
They're still working on it.
That's really frustrating.
So I mean, for the time being,
We'll just call it Infinity
still
War Parts
Infinity
1 and 2.
War, yeah.
Right.
until we're told otherwise. So, speaking of captains in Marvel,
Nice segue.
Marvelous.
anyway, Matt, you had some more backlash on Captain Hydra.
Yeah, so I mean, we spent a long time talking about that last week, and it just the news just continued to pile on as the week ended, and through the weekend. But it was interesting because they got some pretty big names to weigh in on the Captain America Hail Hydra thing. Both James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and Stan Lee both weighed in on the whole situation. Both of them are actually in favor of the plot twist. They think it's a really good idea, and it seems like neither of them really think that it's a slight to the creators.
Yeah, I loved James Gunn's response or whatever.
What about the 40-year-old?
Yeah, if you're a 40-year-old dude claiming a comics company ruined your childhood because of a plot twist, you might consider that your childhood really wasn't that great to begin with.
Yeah, that
Wah,
was fabulous.
Touche, sir.
Yes. Yeah. And I did also like Stan Lee's comment was basically just he thinks it's a great idea and wishes he came up with it. Like, as a writer and as a creator of creative, whatever, that's like the biggest compliment. Like, if you see something, go, damn, I wish I'd come up with that. Like, that means he thinks it's really cool. He thinks it's a really good idea and wants to see how it's going to play out.
And I'm not going to touch on it too much because I know you said you didn't read it, and I'm assuming neither of you did. But I was reading the first issue of Civil War II last night, and Steve Rogers doesn't have a huge role in it, but he was still in it, and he was one of the good guys. And I got really confused at first. I was like, well, what's he doing? He's part of Hydra now. And then I was like, oh wait, he's a sleeper agent. All these people still think that he's a good guy in him. Mm-hmm. But
they will say some of the fan art that showed up online too, as Captain America wearing like the Hydra uniform. It's pretty awesome. It looks pretty cool. I mean, not that I want it to stick, but yeah. I mean, the black and red like Captain America suit.
It did look
it's
pretty
pretty
sharp.
kick-ass.
It is indeed. They even did one for Chris Evans.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah, I'll pull that one up.
So, while you're doing that, a little bit of TV news, which I know. Well, Pickett, I don't. Have you met Missy yet on Doctor Who?
Yeah, I've met her. I don't know yet who.
You don't know who she is, and I know you haven't.
No, I have not.
So I won't say who she is.
I think I spoiled it for myself because at the bottom of because we post everything on Facebook on our list of topics, and the first thing you post comes up under a little blurb at the very bottom.
Did it say it on there?
It said, yeah.
Ah, no. Granted, I was in kind of a hurry, but I didn't think that it did.
Yeah.
That's why I was okay with it still being the first one. I'm sorry.
I was like, oh.
Shows how much attention I paid. I actually didn't see that, so.
You're lucky.
Man. If it's any consolation, you're gonna you would have figured it out anyway.
Well, I'm sure I would
like
have.
any bit of thinking, but anyway,
right.
My bad.
That's cool.
Anyway, so Michelle Gomez was speaking at MegaCon and was saying that she will be back for the 2017 season of Doctor Who. That's not officially been announced by BBC yet, but that's what Missy says, and I will tend to believe whatever she says. So
nice.
There's that. Speaking of TV, Matt, you had a little bit of Legion news.
Yeah, so we've kind of known that that Marvel was doing a TV series called Legion, based on the X-Men, for a while now. Like it's been in production, and they've been working on it. They officially announced that the series has been ordered for FX. So I mean, I'm definitely going to wait and see how it all plays out, because I was thinking about this and how much DC has pretty much conquered like the small screen when it comes to their shows, and how Marvel has managed to knock the big screen stuff out of the park. And when you switch roles, maybe not quite so much the other direction. So we'll wait and see what Legion ends up being, because they're also saying that this is going to be a little bit more of a, what did I see, whimsical take on the whole topic. Yeah, which
I don't like that word.
Yeah, I know it bothers me, but I don't know. I'm going to let it sit and wait. Let's see. So early 2017 is when it will hit FX. I don't know. They've got some good names attached to it. The guy that was the showrunner for Fargo, which was Netflix.
No, Fargo was FX.
Yeah. Oh, was it FX? Okay. But
or
the movie,
is.
and then the reimagining on TV. He's the showrunner. He's taking a good big part in this for Legion. So we'll see come the beginning of 17 on how that actually all plays out.
Nice.
So,
I just, and kind of this is kind of also bleeding into the next story, and of also a few other things that we've talked about. Like all these things that we're talking about, like they're so far away. It's like I want them to be now, But anyway, Speaking of, there's been. We've known for a while that there's going to be like an animated Spider-Man movie coming out in 2018. Don't really know anything else about it. It's not going to be connected to the MCU, but still. But now there's talk that it might be the Miles Morales Spider-Man and not Peter Parker, which we all know Tabitha's feelings about Peter Parker.
He's my favorite. No.
Man.
Sorry. I just can't.
She
Like-
just can't.
I just can't. I can't Peter Parker. I'm sorry.
What did he wrong you in some way?
He did.
Yeah.
No, his existence just bothers me.
Wow.
Ooh. That's
It
kinda
really,
harsh.
I don't know.
So you wish it had been him instead of Gwen Stacy?
Here's the thing. I like the Spider-Gwen comics
Mm-hmm.
about 4 million times more than I like anything that Peter Parker's ever been in. And they're still not very good.
Spider-Gwen's...
Is it teenage angst
And-
part of it?
My problem is I feel like, and maybe it's because I don't like kids and he's always a kid. I don't know. I mean,
Well, Peter Parker like owns his own company now. He's a grown-ass man.
good for
He's
Peter
a
Parker.
grown-ass man.
But he, well, grown-ass man Peter Parker can also stay out of everything. He just, I feel like they drop him in things, and he just is like, what can I do to screw everything up? And he just stirs the pot, and he's like, okay, thanks guys, bye, and then he leaves.
Is it?
That's like super obnoxious. Like,
I mean, in all fairness,
Peter Parker is a plot twist. Peter Parker is not his own character. I said it.
Wow.
I wouldn't have gone that far.
So a friend of mine is living with us right now because she just moved to Springfield and she's trying to get on her feet. And she was moving and she was like, "Can I bring this?" And she sends me a picture of her Spider-Man waffle maker, and I'm like, "It can stay in the garage."
First of all,
And
if
her
she
waffle
needs
maker-
a place to store it,
first of
I
all,
can borrow it.
I just need to know one thing. Well, two things. Well, one thing. She's single.
I mean, she is, but she is also a lesbian.
Well, that's
So,
all right.
I mean,
challenge accepted.
just
I assure you, sir, that would not work.
I was intrigued by the Spider-Man waffle maker. Just gonna say it.
he just needs to shave and put on a wig.
I've done this.
We could start calling him Dina.
Yes, I'm in. I don't know why, but I'm in.
I am out. I am.
Dina.
Also, there is a Spider-Man waffle maker in my garage because I would not let her bring it into the house.
You
That
really,
is- that
you
is
really
some
didn't let her bring it
serious-
in?
No, I really didn't.
What if she has a serious hankering for some waffles?
Then she can go outside to the garage and get the waffle maker.
Now,
It's
can she
not that far.
can she bring it in
Wow.
to make the waffles and then take it back
No,
out?
she has to make the
She has to
waffles.
make the waffles in the garage.
That was the deal. She cannot bring it into the house. Like her comic book collection, like of course she brought it with her. I don't know why. She's like loading all these boxes into the house and she was like, "Don't look at that one. It's Spider-Man." And I'm like, "You can't put it in the house." But since they're comic books, I'll allow it.
I just,
Now, is the garage at least connected to the house?
Oh, no,
So it's a cold December morning, and she needs some Spider-Man waffles.
Bitch better get her coat.
A big furry coat.
Wow.
All I can think about is putting all of these things together for Tabitha right now. Eating chicken and waffles,
Oh.
chicken and Spider-Man waffles in a big furry costume.
oh my gosh.
Those are all of my worst nightmares coming true.
No, we should have. Okay, so somebody's gonna serve her Spider-Man waffle and chicken while
Spider-Man
wearing
chicken and waffle.
not just any furry suit, but the puppy monkey baby suit.
I've already done that once. I don't think my heart could take it again.
Maybe the and this is a story for later, but maybe it can be this robot that we're going to talk about later.
Ooh,
That'll dress up as a furry.
and present these
Yeah.
chicken and Spider-Man waffles.
Love it. Love it.
I don't like any of you people.
Well, you're kind of forced to right now.
I know. Trapped.
Yeah, you're stuck.
I'm in the corner.
Anyway, let's see, Matt. what did Jeremy Irons have to say about Batman versus Superman?
He said it sucked and it deserved it. I mean, okay, that's
Wow.
that's paraphrasing. Yeah. No, but basically he said that the bad critics reviews that it got, that it deserved. I think the word he actually used was muddled. But
I was surprised that it's only a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
well, and that was the funny thing. I remember right after the movie came out, there was Rotten Tomatoes. Like the critics rating was horrible. It was like 25, 26, 27%. The fan score was like 85 or 90 or something like that. And there was a meme that somebody made out of it and just basically said, somebody is lying.
Nice.
So apparently it was not the critics, at least according to Jeremy Irons. So it's just interesting for somebody who's part of the movie to come out basically against it.
I mean, if you if you know something you worked on was crap, would you rather own up to the crap? Or
Yeah, but usually
hide
it doesn't
within
happen this quickly. People usually like look back at it
Yeah.
later in their career and go,
Yeah, that was
God, that was awful.
Like
I can't
they're
believe I
writing
did
their
it.
autobiography,
Right,
yeah, and they're
right.
like, oh, God,
Not like
worse.
6 months later. I'm like, oh, that was crap. I can't believe I put my name on it. I don't know. It was just surprising, but I don't know. I guess he won't be in any more DC movies.
I mean, not necessarily. But yeah.
Just sad because I actually liked his portrayal of Alfred, but
It was a good Alfred.
I feel like that was the part that most of the people I talked to actually did enjoy. So
because Jeremy Irons is a quality actor and he's going to do the part solid regardless of
yeah.
the rest of the film around it.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of felt like, I don't know. He wasn't the only well cast. I still will stand by the fact that Ben Affleck was a fantastic. Well, maybe I won't say fantastic, but he was a much better Batman than I thought he was going to be.
I haven't watched it yet.
Well,
I need to watch it all the way through now.
maybe you shouldn't judge a movie by its cover.
I'm not judging it by the cover. Oh, I'm sorry. Pickett, can you tell Mitch that I'm not judging it by the cover?
She's not judging it by the cover, Mitch. She wanted me to let you know.
Okay, thanks.
He said, "Okay, thanks."
Is there a little bit of feedback in here? Or? So, all right. So moving on, there is I believe it's in New York. I'm pretty sure it's in New York. Tribeca.
Yes, New York.
Yes.
Robert De Niro's
Yeah.
film festival.
There is an Airbnb home, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, decked out Ninja Turtle style. It's $10 a night, and I even brought, well, those listening can't see the pictures, but you guys can see the pictures.
Dude, that is absolutely amazing.
I need to.
Nerdy Airbnbs are becoming the thing.
Oh, my.
Like,
Just need a pizza delivered
Yeah.
and a skateboard. And
This comes with free pizza.
Shut the front door.
Cowabunga.
and I'm super in now. You had me at Ninja Turtles room. You convinced me with free pizza.
Well, unfortunately, it's totally booked.
Of course, for like
yeah.
the next 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, at $10 a night.
Right.
That's
an
freaking cheap.
incredible. Yeah. The layer sleeps 6. It includes free pizza and has a lot of it has like glow in the dark basketball court, arcade, a video game nook.
What?
It's got everything.
Or a thing. I'm in.
I'm super in.
Do you guys want to like just
go to New York
go
Comic-Con?
there? You want to go there and then like the next people who try to check in just like beat them up and be like, "Oh yeah, we're totally these
We're
guys."
them.
Yeah.
I support this.
So today we learned that there's something really wrong with Pickett.
Do you have a filling in that tooth?
No. Apparently, I am a conductor of some type, because every time my cheek touches the microphone.
Huh. Well, we learned what your superpower is.
What?
It's a really bad superpower, but
The world's
But hey-
worst superpower.
You
But
can
hey,
have
your
electricity.
alter ego can be feedback. Is that a superhero? Because it's a pretty cool name for a superhero.
It is in a book I've read, but not like a popular one.
Not
That was
popular,
rude.
so you can take it.
Not that you wouldn't be a popular superhero.
Well, let's be honest, guys. I mean, I'm the guy who sits back at the command center and causes feedback so nobody can hear what's going on.
But you do it with your face.
Yeah. It's still. You're vital to the operation.
Ooh, my finger does it too, and better, might I add.
Don't try any other body parts, please.
Here, let me. No. Tabitha, avert your eyes.
Why does Tabitha get to avert her eyes?
Because I'm a lady.
Exactly. You guys, I'm sorry. I can only tell one person. It's the rule.
Okay.
I think we're all just willing to accept
straws.
that.
But yeah, if you are going to check out the Ninja Turtles lair, unfortunately, there are no drugs or alcohol. Dang. So there's that.
Well,
there's
that's
pizza.
that's understandable
Like I
and
say, there's
acceptable. They're
still pizza.
teenagers.
Yeah.
They couldn't drink.
And you can't have overnight guests. So there's that.
But what?
Wait, what now?
Like if let's say, you go out on the town and you meet April O'Neil, you can't bring her back for some late night cowabungaing. all
Really?
night.
That's a thing?
Well, I mean, I guess maybe you can, but then she has to leave because she can't stay overnight.
How are they going to monitor that? Is there like
Right.
a dude standing outside? Like, your booty call must leave at 11.
He's just a splinter.
I support this.
That would be
Even if that's not
amazing.
real, that's how they should handle it.
Just it's like at 11:59. 1 minute warning.
All right. So let's see. Matt, I know you're, you have to dip out early or whatever, but you
Yeah.
still have a couple of stories. So you want to knock those out real quick?
Sure. Now, this one I'm going to talk about as far as movie news. We've got a couple, so we'll start with this one because, well, I'm least familiar with the character, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is cooking up a new movie.
Really?
Sorry, I had to.
I'm so ashamed of you.
Don't
You're stooping to Mitch's level.
don't make me drop the people's elbow on you.
Oh, God. Get me out of here.
Anyway. He is going to play the world's first superhero, Doc Savage. Now, apparently the Doc Savage movie has been talked about, I guess, for a little while now, as superhero movies are becoming more popular. But he has confirmed that, yes, he will be playing the part when the movie finally does come to theaters.
Now, see, I know the name Doc Savage, but I have no idea who he is.
Now, I did Wikipedia this just so we have a little bit of background. Per Wikipedia, Doc Savage is the fictional character originally published in the American pulp magazines during the 30s and 40s. A heroic adventure character would go on to appear in other media, including radio, film, and comic books. His adventures reprinted for modern-day audiences in a series of paperback books. He is a genius-level intellect, peak physical and mental conditioning, skilled scientist, surgeon, inventor, detective, athlete, and martial artist. He has a photographic memory and is a master of disguise, also known as the Man of Bronze.
So basically, he's like the perfect man.
I guess you would say that, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Did-
So The Rock will be playing him soon, eventually. Yeah. Again, like we've said, all this stuff we're talking about, within.
Do you think in that movie they'll
2
they'll be
years.
able to write in a part for like a super cool sidekick by the name of Feedback?
one can only hope.
I mean, I'm just saying I should write a letter.
Throw it out there now, while they're still in development.
I got this.
You're lucky they will make a character named Feedback, but it'll be cast by somebody else.
That's fair.
Maybe like a T.J. Miller or something.
Whatever.
Probably won't even get credit for it.
Well, as long as he has my superpower, because I mean this is legit. Nobody else can do this.
No.
Boom!
Oh.
Wait, that's right. Wait.
Oh.
Oh no. Apparently, Mitch. Wait.
So-
Matt, can you?
Oh, I got nothing.
We both have.
So
Wait, let me see your mic.
so we've got
Let's see if we-
So it's just us, but we require a special microphone. This is definitely the worst superpower ever.
Feedback
I mean,
and
to be
Tabby
fair-
Two Shoes.
It might be all the static in my curls.
Did you lose your power?
I lost my power.
I have them now.
No.
Are you?
Apparently, my power is taking the power because I was the last one to touch the microphone.
No.
Well, I was gonna say that maybe Tabitha.
Wait. Listen.
No, it's okay. Let it go. It's over.
I was gonna say that maybe Tabitha is, like actually. Well, she is our version of Captain America. We all thought that she was good, but apparently she's turned evil.
Hail Hydra.
And that's how we'll end the episode, folks.
So, let's see. And didn't you have a story about Rogue One?
Oh, I do. Yes. They are going back in July to do some reshoots. So principal filming has been completed, and they are going back to add, quote unquote, where did it go? Levity. Yeah, they're bring some levity into the story and restore a sense of fun to the adventure. They're saying part of the reason is that this film will lead up to within 10 minutes of A New Hope. As close to a prequel as you're ever going to get for the Star Wars movies. So they want to match the tone better.
Which makes sense.
Yes.
Well, that's good. I hear every time you hear reshoot,
Right, everybody freaks out.
it becomes a scary thing. But I'm just glad that the reasoning behind it is because they want to make it more cohesive.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Well, and they said that it hasn't been screened by an audience. It's just been basically suits at Disney.
Right.
But, I mean, enough of the suits that have seen it are saying that, need to tweak things here and there to get it more in line with the other movies.
But that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Right.
Because I wasn't expecting it to come within 10 minutes of any of these movies.
I didn't know it was going to be that close either.
So that kind of excites me a little more.
Right.
Not gonna lie.
Well, and what I just thought of, part of the article that you showed us was that another possible reason for the reshoot is to bring in Han Solo. It'd be kind of interesting though, because if it's going to be that close to the beginning of A New Hope, the guy that's playing Han Solo now doesn't look enough like he doesn't look as aged as Harrison Ford was in the first movie. Not that he was aged that much anyway, but I mean
They would have a better chance at, as crazy as it'll sound, making Harrison Ford look younger.
right.
But that's not. I don't think that's going to happen.
No. And
That would be interesting to fit story-wise. Because he has zero to do with the rebellion until he picks up Obi-Wan and Luke in the cantina.
yeah.
Like, pretty sure he makes it clear that he doesn't want anything to do with them.
True.
So it'd be interesting to see if that's part of the reasoning, how they fit that into the story.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, your guess is as good as mine on that part.
Yeah.
I'm still very anxious to see the film. But,
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still good on the release date, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Everything's
That's the other
still
thing
lined
you're
up for
worried
that. No.
I'm excited to see the film, but I want episode 8.
Well, you'll get it next year.
I know.
Be patient, Mitch.
Patient doesn't suit me.
That's fair. By the way, I do love your Darkwing Duck shirt.
Thank you. Let's get dangerous.
Moving on.
So, Matt, did you have any other stories?
The only other one I had is from IDW Comics. As in the world of comics, everybody does crossovers. It's just a thing that happens. One group that really hasn't has been IDW with their Hasbro titles. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Micronauts, ROM, Action Man, and Mask, which stands for Mobile Armored Strike Command. All of those are going to be part of a crossover coming up here. So, it's going to center around an element called Ore 13, which is an unstable version of Energon, which, if you don't know, gives the Transformers their life source. I hope everybody knows that.
What are Transformers?
Is that awesome Shia LaBeouf movie?
Wow.
I'm really here just to suck everyone's soul out, like, minute by minute.
Maybe he should just play Spider-Man and get this over with. So,
Ooh.
Oh.
My power's back.
If I had more free time, I would do like a fan-made like
film of him
yeah.
as Spider-Man.
I would superimpose Shia LaBeouf's face on Spider-Man.
The Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Well, of course.
No doubt.
I'm just imagining a world where that annoying little kid from Even Stevens replaced Tobey Maguire in the first Spider-Man movie.
How's that working out for you?
It's not great.
Just do it.
It's not great.
Do it.
No. I want no.
Do it.
So, but yeah, so, and then after that whole crossover, they, just like Marvel and DC tend to do like all the time, those titles are getting new number ones.
Mm-hmm. They said it's not actually going to be a restart or a rebooting, if you will.
Heyo.
But they're just going to start renumbering them after this event, has an effect on all the different universes, and as they go back their separate ways.
Nice.
So, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I don't read any of those IDW titles, so I don't know how it'll all pan out. But I guess they just needed to feel like they could jump on the bandwagon with crossovers.
Which, I mean, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, I understand the want to do crossovers, but at the same time, as a fan, it gets old.
It's got to be done sporadically enough to where it's like, oh my gosh, they're doing that? Okay, cool. And not like, oh, it's just another crossover.
Yeah.
In terms of I know he's always references. I'm such a big CW, DC fan. But yeah, they do the crossovers just right in those shows. You get like 3 in a season, and sometimes they're as short as like 5 minutes, and sometimes they're the whole episode. But
well, and see, a comic book crossover though it's different though, because in that situation, it's not just like, oh well, I don't normally watch Arrow, but I need to watch this episode. No, it's that you've got like let's take. We're gonna take. I think it was earlier this year. Yeah, Robin War from DC. So you had 2 actual, like Robin War titles.
right.
And then to read the rest of the story, you had to read Robin, Son of Batman. You had to read Teen Titans. You had to read Red Hood. You had to read, I think, Gotham Academy was part of it. So it's like and yeah, you may actually independently read a lot of those titles, but like Gotham Academy, I have no idea what this book is about. I've never read a single issue. Oh, but I have to do it this time.
I see.
Which is one of the things that honestly, like, I don't read a whole lot of comics unless they're like non-crossover prone. Like, I don't read a whole lot of superhero comics anymore because of that reason. I like to start a story and I like to finish that story and I like to carry on to a different story. I read a lot, but I like fluidity. Like, I like it to start and it to stop. I don't need to have to go, oh, well, I'm in the middle of this, but I don't know who the heck they're talking about. Let me go buy this other book and come back. I hate that. Like, it drives me absolutely insane.
And that's exactly what they want you to do. Because
Right.
oh, well, you're not going to know much of these characters, so you better buy a couple issues to kind of get caught up. And no.
Yeah, and I just can't. I can't do that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot different.
Yeah. So not only are you, and with a lot of these crossovers, the Gotham Academy, you're going to see a little bit of that, but at the same time, they're dealing with their own, interesting stories or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, and then it's just a pain in the pocketbook.
Yes, it is.
Like, there's nothing more frustrating than being in the middle of something and being confused. Because when I've picked new things up, I've come across things and I'm like, oh, I think they're having a crossover moment. Do I care enough to go look? Probably not.
Yeah.
And then I
Right.
just carry on.
Right. So that was my moment. All right. So I have 2 more stories. And if you need to dip out,
If 2 more is what we got, I should be good.
2 more is what we got.
Yep.
All right.
Sweet.
All right. So real quick. There is an apartment complex in Utah. It's City Park Apartments.
Oh, yes, I wanted to talk about this.
They have a thing in their contract. It's called the Facebook Addendum that states that you must friend the complex within 5 days on Facebook. And yeah. So you also, not only do you need to friend them, you also need to give them positive feedback.
Yeah, it says you can't give them negative feedback.
Yes.
Which is actually, if I remember reading the article correctly, it has backfired, and they now have something like 800 one-star reviews.
Yep.
Because people are boycotting the idea.
That's hilarious.
What is the point?
Well, here's the deal. Social media being what it is right now, if there's a place that's on Facebook and you're like, hey, I'm thinking about renting this apartment, let's check out the reviews on Facebook. And you do that, and then the only time that gets referenced is when you're signing a contract. I mean, they're going to get a bunch of supposedly positive reviews and no negative ones.
And there's also a release allowing the complex to post pictures of tenants and their visitors on Facebook.
Nope.
Right? Now, when I saw you post this last night, I popped it up and I read the article, and then I read a bunch of it to my wife, who happens to be an attorney. She just kind of laughed and goes, yeah, you can't do that. You can't change the contract after it's been signed. So that aside from the, unethical issues, you just can't do that
Right.
legally.
Yeah. And I've heard stories of like bed and breakfasts, like charging people if they end up leaving bad reviews and things like that. And but yeah, this was definitely different where you have to friend them. Like, no.
I mean, at least that way you can watch you and your friends play outside on their pictures that they're posting on their Facebook page.
Right. And I guess
All of a sudden there's pictures posted from your bathroom.
Like,
oh, that's terrifying. Now,
You gave us permission. It's okay. Whoa.
Now, and this is just pure, off the top of my head, but the language that they're using, it's saying that they have to friend the page, not that they have to like it. So if that's the case, if you're becoming the City Park Apartments or whatever, if you're becoming their friend, theoretically, they can see anything that you post. So then, if it comes back to like, oh, hey, why aren't you paying your rent? Because you posted a
Right.
status 23 hours ago that you were ballin'.
How long How long have you been planning that?
I literally haven't. I just thought of that.
Wah, wah.
But no, but I mean that. But seriously,
But I mean, well, okay. So to understand Facebook, you have to understand that they say friend, they definitely mean like, because the only place you can give a review is on a fan page. Or
Yeah,
something
that's
like that.
true. You got a point there.
So it has to be a like, and you can't actually, just because someone likes you doesn't mean you have access to their profile.
That is true.
So.
But still. So, Anyway, so the last story. This is something that's going on in Asia. MasterCard and SoftBank Robotics have created what's called Pepper. It's a robot that takes orders and MasterCard.
So you ask it to do something, but then you have to pay it with a MasterCard only?
Well, I'm sorry. By taking orders, I mean at a restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah. This is Pizza Hut in Asia is going to start trying this out. And basically, the video that I saw, this woman, she goes up to Pepper, and she, Pepper's got it's like this humanoid little thing. It's about yay tall.
Which is about 4 feet, 4 feet people.
Yeah.
Because for the viewers at home,
It's
exactly.
Hobbit-sized.
But
a little bit taller than Tabitha.
Yeah.
I just said Hobbit-sized, Matt. Why you got to reiterate it?
But the feet aren't as big.
On Tabitha or the Hobbit?
The Hobbit.
It's furry.
Yeah.
On Tabitha or the Hobbit?
Somebody needs a licky brush for her feet.
Did we have to bring that back up?
Well, they've almost funded it, so
It was me who donated it. All the money just to get one for my feet. So Pepper, the robot.
Yes. So, but anyway, on his torso or whatever, he's got this screen.
like an iPad.
Kind of like. And, on the screen, it's got the menu for the restaurant or whatever. And this woman walks up to Pepper and gives it its order. And, it's just a really polite thing. And, it's even trying to upsell. And it's like, oh, would you like a cheesecake for dessert? And the woman's like, I don't know, how many calories is in it? And Pepper says it has 90 calories. And, is it funded?
It's fully funded.
It's fully
And then
funded.
some. The licky brush, by the way.
Oh God.
37,000 out of 36.5.
What kind of cheesecake has 9 calories?
90
Oh, I
calories.
thought you said 9.
Yeah.
I got very excited.
But even still, what kind of cheesecake has 90 calories? That's a
One
very
very
tiny.
tiny
That is
slice
a
of
very
cheesecake.
tiny slice of cheesecake. But yeah, and it's it's pulling out all this information. It's got 90 calories and 3 grams of fat. And it's dude, you know.
I don't want to know that.
I don't want to know that. I
Yeah.
don't want to order my food and it be like, that's going to make you fat.
Well,
And I'm like, I know.
but see, Pepper's not going to say that.
No,
Pepper's polite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pepper's just
Pepper
going to
politely
say,
said it.
this meal
Politely,
contains 7,323 calories. Have a nice day.
So, translation, it's going to make you fat. Have a nice dinner. Hope we can roll you out the door when you're done. But politely.
Right. Well, see, and my question with Pepper, I mean, are they going to, develop it to where it becomes more like an actual server? I mean, are we going to see a version of Pepper that gets too stressed out over a table and has to go outside for a cigarette?
Or go back into the walk-in and start yelling cuss words.
Right.
Anybody who's ever worked in the food industry as a server knows that these are very funny things.
This table is on my last nerve. Must go outside before I kill. Kill. Kill.
That's where
That's-
Skynet takes
I
over.
just- Yes!
That's how it all ends. God, can you imagine? Because the people that go into places to eat are the worst people. I've never worked in food because, as we all know, I am quite aggressive and angry. So the first time someone made me angry, they'd be wearing their mashed potatoes as a hat. But I should not be loud around the public. But you go in and you see people treat waiters and wait staff like absolute crap. If I'm a robot and that happens, something's gonna break in my hardwiring, and I'm just
The
gonna be
inhibitor chip?
right, and I'm gonna be done, and I'm just gonna raise all my minion robot waiters
Suddenly-
and we're gonna take over. And anybody that hasn't tipped
Suddenly
us, 'cause
Pepper's
we'll
eyes
remember.
go red.
Anybody that hasn't tipped Pepper, should just watch out.
Well, see, and
Chase you out to your car.
you kind of bring up an interesting point. I mean, forget
Hack the computer.
the people who could potentially end up losing their jobs because robots have taken over. I mean, what about the poor, jerks who come into restaurants just to give wait staff a bad time? I mean, they're not going to have that opportunity because Pepper's just going to be like, whatever.
That's a true point. Nobody's going to tell the cooks and back to spit in their food.
Yeah.
What about all those people that come in and tell bad jokes and expect the waiter to laugh at them?
Ha 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 ha. That is a very good one, Mr. Smith.
Or it just like looks and then just rolls away. What about that restaurant? What's that restaurant? The insulting restaurant?
Ed DeBevick's. Which
Pepper
isn't a
can't
thing
work there.
anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I thought they closed it.
No, they closed one location and reopened in another location.
Ah, gotcha.
Pepper could not work there. Pepper would have to be reprogrammed.
Yeah.
That would be epic, though.
That would
The
I would
insulting
keep there
robot.
all day.
I'd
Then
be
it
okay
would
with
say
that.
stuff like, "It's gonna make you fat."
That 90-calorie cheesecake that doesn't exist. It's gonna make you fat.
Clearly, Pepper just likes to lie to people.
Maybe that's it. How many calories are in my meal? 4.
But I have a cheeseburger and 6 orders of waffle fries. What do you mean 4?
4, fatty. 4.
That's it. Pepper's going to try to fatten us all up so that when the robot, apocalypse or whatever happens, it'll make it that much easier.
Because we're all out of shape.
Then it'll be like Wally.
Run.
Oh, Wally.
Nobody can get out of their chair.
Sounds really sad, guys.
This is terrifying now.
Pepper's ruining my day.
It's a good thing Elon Musk has that little program to, stop AI from happening.
It's true.
Because otherwise Pepper's going to take over the world by burning our pizza and making us fat.
That would be so
I'd
awesome.
be way more angry about the burnt pizza.
I love it.
Like, how do you yell at? Like, I would feel terrible yelling at a robot. What if they make it a cute robot?
Oh,
like,
it's okay to yell at a person, but it's
No,
not okay to yell at
I
a
would-
robot?
Have you
I
not
don't
seen
know
what
that-
Pepper looks like?
No. I didn't. To be real with you, I was super busy and didn't read your article.
Okay. Let
Just
me
reading everything but your article.
Right. Go ahead and talk
Super
while
busy.
I attempt to find this picture of Pepper, and then we'll be done.
So, what's going on, guys?
Well, give me. I thought you were talking. You were saying
What
something.
was I talking about?
I
Oh, I don't know.
Burnt pizza?
Oh, but what if it's like super cute and like my food's bad? Like, I don't yell at the people who bring me my food and something's wrong with it. I typically don't send it back because I'm a weenie. I'm never like, my steak is undercooked. Like, I've never done that. Like, if my steak is still mooing when I stick my fork in it, I'm still not sending it back. I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna carry on. Probably gonna die.
I've only complained about a steak once, and it was the worst experience of my life.
But like, how could you like? If it's a cute little robot, I'm not gonna be
It
like
doesn't
that.
have feelings.
See, that removes all of the problem for me. Just
I
be
would
like,
feel even
hey,
worse.
robot.
Well, yeah, that removes all of it for me because it's like if it's not
A person.
exactly the way I specified, then yeah, the robot's going to get hell. If it's a person, there's leeway. A robot should be precise.
It's absolutely terrifying. And
Oh, I need to see this.
Oh my god! It looks like something out of the Twilight Zone. Take it away. Take it away.
Let me see this.
It looks like something. There's a movie. There's a movie.
Oh.
Where it looks like that. Oh my god! What's the movie?
See, I thought that you would have found Pepper to be adorable.
Pepper needs less soulless eyes or something. Black pits of nothingness staring into while I order my pizza.
Oh, Pepper's upside down right now. But
Yeah, Pepper is.
She's a little creepy. Is it a she? I mean, is that?
I don't know. I mean,
With
I
a
think
name
of-
like Pepper.
That's what I right.
but yeah. So
I don't want to order.
Well,
pizza
if
from
we're not
Pepper.
back next week, then Pepper took over the world
yeah.
with
Well,
Skynet.
well, if we're not back next week, Pepper's taking over our show. And
It looks like the Machine Man from Metropolis, which is not good.
Or kind of like Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, like those two things had
Bicentennial
a
Man is a
baby.
little
Yeah.
more advanced, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like the
And
robot
bigger.
from Metropolis is like super basic. So yeah, it's kind of like those
It's
two
a-
things converged.
It's a little Cyberman-esque.
Yes, kind of.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh.
Hey, Pepper, can I get a medium order of fries? Would you like to upgrade?
Sure, why not? I'm actually legitimately terrified now.
I'm really kind of sorry I brought that up.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
man.
that's.
But you know what? Thanks for warning us.
Right?
Now we know what to look for.
Yeah.
So here's the question then. Do we just go there anyways and refuse any, upsells?
Maybe. I mean, it depends on how he says it, It was like...
The moment he says upgrade, I'm done.
Yeah. If I order a medium fry and he says, "Do you want large?" I'm like, "Okay, Pepper, you're kind of cute, whatever." But if upgrade is thrown, I'm like, "Nope, I'm noping out of this."
It's
a whole bag of nope.
Nope.
So you're saying you want us to exterminate your order?
No, what? No. What is happening right now? They're going to start designing the things that cook your food to look like the Daleks.
Yeah.
No, it's over.
Enjoy your food.
See?
Oh God.
See? That's just too far. I've just gone too far. So what have we learned in today's episode? I have a superpower.
Sometimes.
That works sometimes.
It's sketchy, but it's
You're still learning to control your superpower.
exactly. Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll try to work on it by next week.
I want you to have a costume by next week.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll let you know. I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, that's right.
Because he's going to be off avenging the universe with his superpower.
Yes.
Right. I have
Feedback and his sidekick, Tabby Two Shoes.
Why do I have to be the sidekick?
Why would I want to be the sidekick?
Because your superpower is feedback.
Well, your superpower is also feedback. You just wear a costume like a little cowgirl.
Oh God. Never again. Never, ever, ever again. Never again. I'm gonna twitch and have nightmares now.
So. All right. I think on that note.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for the Geek Awakens. I'm not going to force anybody to listen to the terrible music that I usually do, just because I forgot to pull it up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.